episode 10, rainy days. Take one, Margaret.
That wasn't
I don't know what it is. Okay, and counting us into the pre-roll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finals, and then we shoot. Okay. And in 5, 4, 3,
Thanks.
2.
It's a rainy day and I've got 30 minutes to get dinner on the table and the timer starts right now. As I said, it's one of those super cozy days. The rain is pouring and all I can say is I'm absolutely looking for something comforting to eat. Now, a really funny story is that shepherd's pie is actually something I make, I would say, at least once a week for my kids. The most challenging part to do this all, by the way, in 30 minutes and for under $40 is to get these potatoes into the pot with some water and get them boiling. So please forgive me while I'm peeling and talking. Now, shepherd's pie is one of those super duper comfort foods. What I love about it is that it's a one-pan wonder. So everything is in that one lovely pan. Luscious, creamy potatoes with delicious, salty beef. And you can really have a variation of vegetables that go into here. Think about, I don't know, corn, peas. Those are the two I'm gonna use. But you can also do things like carrots or grated zucchini. My kids sometimes really do love some sweet potato in here also. And by the way, that is what they call their Halloween pie. Isn't that cute? I know. So whenever I put sweet potatoes in the mashed potatoes, well, guess what? It turns into the Halloween pie. And it's an all year wonder. Okay, like I said, most challenging part is to get these guys perfectly peeled, or close to at least, and then into the boiling water. Now, I do have a tip for this. Whenever I'm making any mashed potato, I actually don't put this into boiling water. It starts off in cold water, and then guess what? It's pretty exciting. They cook up even faster, and they keep their shape. So I'm just gonna cut these into like little logs really quick, and the smaller the pieces, the better, because then they cook up really quick. Okay, I gotta drop and chop and get this all done. Did I mention I'm doing this in 30 minutes for under $40? I know. And you may be thinking, a shepherd's pie? Yes, it is excellent. It's actually excellent food, I will say, but it's everyday food. It's comfort food. And is there anything more comforting than a shepherd's pie on a rainy day? I know. Okay, watch your fingers. I know we're going quick, but safety first. Okay, I do have a couple of, potatoes that have some peels on this. Don't stress. Okay, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of peel that's left over. Voila. But if you could take it off, hey, why not? And I love a potato. Who doesn't? A delicious mashed potato. And this, by the way, I will say, is an excellent make-ahead. So if you're making a shepherd's pie, it can kind of sit in the fridge, all assembled, ready for you. So when you get home from work, all you need to do is pop it in the oven. Or do like me, get this done in 30 minutes or less. I know. Okay, so here's what I really want to make sure I do quickly. Water, covered. People ask me all the time, how much water goes over the potatoes? Here's how much. Just enough to cover them. Okay, hardest part is done. I told you it was going to be a little challenging. Come on, water, fill up here. Now the base of my shepherd's pie is going to be beef. I'm using a nice lean ground beef, but again, anything will do. Hey, if you've got turkey mincemeat that's on sale at the grocery store, go ahead and get that. If you've got chicken or ground lamb would be lovely. Honestly, whatever's in season, super cheap and inexpensive at the grocery store, go for it. Okay, crank up the heat on this baby. I'm gonna get the beef dropped in here. There you go. See? Pan is waiting for me. Now, to go with this delicious shepherd's pie, I will be making one of probably the most delicious cheesecake you've ever tried. And that, my friends, is a no-bake chai cheesecake, right? Because who doesn't love a cup of tea when it comes to a rainy day? I know I do. Okay, I do need to get a little bit of butter for the base or the cheesecake crust. want to get in a bowl the rest of my ingredients, which is basically a graham cracker or a graham cookie, some delicious brown sweet sugar, yum, and that's going to just sweeten it up. So good. A pinch of salt, boom. And what I will do is just press these down right into these adorable mason jars, which, by the way, I always have on hand, ready to make something super cute with. Okay, love this. Spoon is here. Now all I need to do is just kind of mix this together. Just the smell of graham crackers and butter. Come on! That little pinch of salt, by the way, is really gonna go a long way in making this taste like sweet and kind of salty. Ready for that no-bake chai cheesecake. So I think this is a perfect place to take a break. I'm gonna move my beef. I'm gonna get these just put into the base of these mason jars and pop them into the freezer. Come on back. I wanna show you what's next. Because I finished pressing down that graham crust, which is going to be the perfect base for my no-bake chai cheesecake. Did I tell you that I'm making this entire rainy day meal for 4 people for under 30 minutes and under 40 bucks? I know, it's exciting. Now, in the meantime, I did get everything ready for my shepherd's pie. Potatoes are slowly coming up to a boil and getting cooked. And I did put those in a cold base, by the way. I know it's different. Trust me, it's gonna cook the potatoes even faster. Now, in the meantime, I had some lean ground beef just going here on the stove top. Again, the perfect base for that amazing shepherd's pie. I'm gonna crank up the heat because I can use it. I can use some heat here. I do wanna add a little bit of dried thyme to this, something I've always got in my spice rack. Super inexpensive and actually a cheaper version of the fresh one. So this is one of those herbs I do suggest tastes just as good dry and is less costly. So little tips, here and there. Now, if you're looking for packed flavor, of course, anything that gives you a ton of flavor has garlic in it. And I've always got them ready to go that I just literally grate right into my mixtures. Done. So good. Be careful not to get your fingers cut though, okay? You need to watch out. Now, if you're looking for umami in a bottle, Worcestershire sauce is the way to go, okay? It's packed with flavor, salty goodness. Everything but the kitchen sink is in here, and it's so, so good. Now, to help push this along and get this cooked a little faster, some beef stock is going right in here. And as this simmers, it's gonna get the meat ready for me, and it's gonna be super quick. In the meantime, what I do want to do is get to that cheesecake filling. Are you ready? Okay, I know, I'm excited. I do want to grab my cream, which is going to be the perfect base for this. I'm going to grab this bowl, bring it over here. So, get my little mixer out. To this, I'm going to add in a nice amount of cream, which I'm going to whip up. Now, for the spices going in here, I wanted to mimic everything that's chai. So I've got my chai tea, I've got some vanilla for warmth, and these are all feel-good spices, okay? Get ready. So, a little ginger goes in here. Oop. Some clove, which is, oh my goodness, it's floral, so a little goes a long way in here. Some cinnamon, which is warm, and that is almost sweet in this. Cardamom, again, another floral, but almost spicy. Spice. I know, I love it. Okay, so a little bit of vanilla, because I love vanilla in everything I make, especially things sweet. I am missing a little icing sugar to sweeten this all up, because basically I'm going to be making a whipped cream. Perfect. Okay, keep this to the side. I need to get this whipped up really quick. Follow me. Okay, this popped on. And let that go. In the meantime, I do want to get my chai tea ready. And for this, I'm literally using the chai tea that I use to steep my own cup of tea. And I'm using about 3 tea bags, you know, more or less, given the size. But I do need to pulse it in a spice grinder to get that ground up a little bit, even finer, so I don't have big pieces in here. Perfect. Amazing. Woo. Be careful. It's like a little powdery goodness. Okay, let's crank this up. Slowly incorporate that in. Let that go. I want to check on the potatoes right over here. This is hot. You gotta be careful. Safety first, right? Okay, these are not ready just yet. They need a couple more minutes, okay? In the meantime, I do want to get out my cream cheese, which is actually the cream cheese component to that delicious cheesecake. You're gonna need 2 big blocks. And it's just the right time. 2 big blocks going in. I will use my hands to kind of break it down. Boop. Come on. The other one going in as well. Boop. Okay, there you have it. I'm gonna let that go. And in the meantime, since I'm here, I will grab my almonds, which are going to be the perfect base for my green beans. I know, it's super exciting. Okay. And I have a pan here. I'm gonna slowly toast them. Now the reason I'm doing this now is because I will need to babysit nuts, okay? They've got natural oils in them. They go really quick. They go from like gold to burnt in no time, okay? So you really wanna make sure that you're watching these. I've got these on my way. Ah, yes. Time for the green beans. I've got some boiling water actually going. I'm gonna grab my green beans and just drop them into the water. Perfect. Wait till you see the vinaigrette that's gonna go on top of this. It's gonna be the perfect side to my shepherd's pie, which we're gonna assemble. Look, I think we're in pretty good shape. I do need to clean the kitchen up a little bit to make some space to assemble my shepherd's pie, put together my beans, and mash these potatoes. We're gonna take a quick break, but come on back, let's assemble. Welcome back. It's a rainy day dinner, and I'm making this all in 30 minutes for under $40. Now, before the break, I told you I needed to babysit my almonds, which we're just gonna toast up. They're on a trivet right beside me, waiting for me. Now, those mashed potatoes are just about ready to be mashed. Aha, yes! Okay, do I have a lot of water in here? I just want to check. No, not enough water to actually strain out, so we are ready to mash right into here. I've got some heavy cream, which I mean, come on. Does that say rainy day comfort or what? I know. A nice amount of salt. Perfect. And of course some butter. Listen, butter, cream, salt, it's screaming comfort food and mashed potatoes. So a couple nubs of butter. Put the amount that you're comfortable with. Don't go crazy. And if you want to cut back on the cream, you can also use some milk in here. So this is going to be the topper for my mashed potatoes, which is going to be good. I've got my green beans slowly cooking in some boiling water, and my beef right over here that's kind of ready to go. So basically we are in the assembly mode, okay? We've got everything pretty much on its way. Oh, how can I forget? I've got that cheesecake mixture. No bake chai cheesecake that's kind of in the back waiting for me. Now I know what you're thinking. These are ingredients you see in the grocery store all the time. They're really everyday ingredients, but I like to elevate them. Make them excellent. Okay, this looks just about right. I do want to give a taste because this is a topper. Oh yeah, a little pepper though. That's what I wanted. Okay, I'm ready to assemble. Now the beef does have just a little bit of that beef sauce left, but I want that, okay? I need this to kind of finish slowly cooking in the oven. And I especially love that it's gonna be super juicy. It's gonna give a little bit of humidity to this and let it just finish cooking in the oven. Okay, so I've got the beef, the onions, the garlic. I had the Worcestershire sauce that went in here as well. So good. Now, I talked about veggies. This could be anything that you like. I am using a combination of peas and corn, okay? So I know, this is just my preference. It's what my kids love nowadays, so I'm going to mix them together. Traditionally, it could be just corn, but like I said, make it your own. This is just a technique. You write your own recipe, okay? And you got this. 30 minutes or less. Okay, on go the peas. Now, for the mash, is this hot? It's hot. I'm gonna need this to bring it over with me. I'm gonna need a little scooper. Perfect. On this goes. And again, the oven is gonna do the rest of the work for me, okay? Gorgeous. Be careful not to touch the peas and the carrots. They're gonna come up with you otherwise. They're just asking to be like nestled in and snuck under those mashed potatoes. Come on guys, this is really rainy day comfort food at its best. And I like these little peaks of imperfection on the shepherd's pie because in the oven, it's gonna sort of crisp and brown. Now careful with your hands, this is hot. Okay, into the oven this goes. Perfect. I do wanna strain my green beans, which are ready. And they're bright and fresh and pretty much everything I want. These are gonna wait for me over here. In the meantime, I do wanna get these almonds in a bowl. Here we go. And these are gonna wait for me at the garnish. This is gonna be the perfect pan for these green beans. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with these in a minute. 1 second. Put this over here. I think we're in a good place to start actually assembling those cheesecakes. Okay, 1 second. Remove this. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Get off all the extra goodness. Do not leave anything behind. Okay? Now let's clean up a little bit here. Make some room. Are you ready for this? I'm going to grab those graham crusts that I was working on earlier. Did I not close the freezer behind me? Yeah, that's me. Happens all the time. And I've got a little ringy-dingy happening at home too. Okay, I'm gonna fill these up. It's a perfect place to take a break. Once I fill them, they're popping back in the freezer, but come on back, we're plating after this. It's dinner time. cozy meal. And guys, I have so much to tell you. I've got a shepherd's pie that's in the oven, slowly broiling away, ready to be set at the table. I've got some green beans that I strained right before the break, and these are gonna get into a hot tub of olive oil and shallots that are slowly cooking down. I mean, is there anything more delicious? In the meantime, I do wanna get like a little, almost like salty note going, and they're gonna be kind of doused in this vinaigrette right at the end. That's the green beans, of course. And by the way, I did put those cheesecakes, no bake chai cheesecake, back into the freezer earlier. They're waiting for us as well. Guys, it's an incredible meal for 4 people in under 30 minutes for $40. Come on, this is gonna turn your rainy day pretty bright, I can tell you that much. Now, I've got olive oil, some Worcestershire sauce right into here, and of course, a little lemon juice, because I feel like not only will it brighten things up, but it also keeps a nice color on those green beans. Now, I don't wanna burn the shallots, I don't wanna go too far. So, I'm gonna add in those gorgeous green beans. Stunning. Love it. Some lemon juice. There's fresh garlic in there as well. A little salt. A little pepper. I know it's a little, but it really is that. Okay. Gonna give them a quick little toss. Right in those gorgeous shallots. And guys, here's the fun part. You ready for it? Hear that? I don't want to keep this on very long. I just want the garlic to slightly cook so it's not too garlicky. Gives it somewhere to go. Perfect. Perfect. Went overboard. You didn't see that, did you? Okay, now just because this is everyday food doesn't mean it's not going to be excellent. So I do want to make a little preparation area where I plate everything. And in my house, we eat at the countertop some nights or the table. Whatever works for you, you can do, and you can actually recreate this gorgeousness in your own home. But I've got some nice little blue napkins to go with the whole theme of rainy day, because it's pouring outside, okay? And I needed to feel something good. So I've got my forks here. I've got my spoons, which will be for the no-bake chai cheesecake. Well, we're only 4 people, so got an extra spoon. Speaking of which, let's get them out of the freezer. Let's see how they're doing. Now, they don't spend a lot of time here. It's just enough time so they set. Oh, come on. That grand, salty, delicious, crispy crust with a no-bake chai cheesecake. Perfection. These, in and of itself, guys, in and of itself are perfection. I do want a beautiful bowl, though, for those green beans. And in they go. Shallots, garlic, that Worcestershire sauce, which has every umami flavor under the rainbow. And I do want to garnish these with some slivered almonds, which I toasted earlier. And again, when you toast almonds, or any nut for that matter, it really does bring them back to life. So it's an important step. I'm going to use my trivet for my ta-da kind of a moment. Okay, I think that kind of looks good. Let me push them a little more here. All right, that's right. I need a little towel here to take out this masterpiece. Come on! This is beautiful. Oh, the top has kind of bubbled and browned. I want to make sure I'm holding this well. The top is bubbly and it's brown, and inside is all that delicious beef that I slowly cooked with some stock and Worcestershire sauce. And it's really going to be a fun little peek inside, because no one's going to expect to find corn and peas. It's like my little rainy day special. All right, the gang is here. It's time to actually enjoy now. I don't know which part I'm actually going to try for you, but let me tell you, it looks so good. Now, the best part of it all is to actually show you that I delivered what I promised at the top of the show, which is dinner in under 30 minutes, 28 minutes and 19 seconds to be exact. Boom! And for under $40. Now this is the perfect rainy day feast to get you through those rainy moments, if you will. All right, I got this, and so do you. Enjoy on this rainy day. So good.
Killed it.
So good.
Absolutely killed it. Oh my gosh. There's a double high five.